is 28 Days Later is apparently getting a 4K Steelbook coming from Sony. So this was shared by Dawn of the Disc on Instagram, but I also believe it came from the Blu-ray.com forums as well. So this makes sense to me. We're getting a new 28 Days Later movie. I think it's 28 years later. It's supposed to be coming out, what, in May, June, sometime around there. So I would anticipate this Steelbook would probably come out around the same time. I expect we'll probably be getting some kind of announcement pretty soon from Sony to be putting this one out. Now, what I'll say about this, guys, is that 28 Days Later, look, I'm not a massive fan of this movie anyway, so I don't even know if I'll grab this. I do have the Blu-ray. It's been a while since I've seen it, but this movie does not look good. The cinematography like is extremely just like super grainy and blurry, and I know that was intentional probably by Danny Boyle when he made the film, just to kind of give it that more like raw grit grindhouse feel. But I can't imagine this movie looking much better on 4K. So it's like if you had the Blu-ray, you're probably good. Unless you're just a massive fan and want to get the Steelbook, I'm sure it's going to be a cool Steelbook, but I cannot imagine this movie looking that much better on 4K. Like this is pretty much like half a notch above like a found footage movie. And I've said it before, like found footage movies, like of all the movies, they're the only movies that I think just really don't need a 4K. They did like a Blu-ray's fine, but they just really don't need a 4K. So I can't imagine that 28 Days Later is going to look that much better on 4K. I am kind of curious, like maybe I'll get it just to review it and talk about it, but I do have the Blu-ray. The only thing though I will say that is good about this is that, besides getting a cool Steelbook for 28 Days Later, if you're a fan of the movie, is that the Blu-ray is kind of out of print. Now, I did see it, I think, recently on eBay for like 30, 40 bucks, so it's not like extremely high. I think at one point, it got jacked up to like 150 to 200 for some reason, but it's since gone back down. I'm sure right now, guys, you can probably get on eBay or something and get it for even cheaper with the rumblings of this 4K around the corner. But the Blu-ray's been hard to get. It's been hard to get. It's been hard to come by. So it's probably going to be like, if you want to own the movie, this is probably going to be your cheapest option to get this movie on Blu-ray, because I'm sure it's going to have a Blu-ray and a 4K in it, and to own it in your collection again. So that's a good thing. Just the fact that this is going to be made more available to people that want to own the movie. But again, as far as it being on 4K, this is one that I just really don't think like needs a 4K or is going to look that much better on 4K. And there'll be several people that'll argue with me about such and such film. This doesn't need a 4K. I mean, those, at least like, with comedies, I think that most movies that are shot on film that have a certain like filmic quality to them, certain level of cinematography, certain level of like filmmaking competency, can benefit, from a 4K. Not saying that, 28 Days Later is not like a well-shot movie, or it's not a movie with any merits or anything like that. I'm just saying like the actual like movie itself, just the grainy, like gritty, like look to it, I just don't think it lends itself to a 4K. But if you think I'm wrong, let me know in the comments section below.